Alright, Elite Code 3 here. Today we're going to do a black tuxedo show. So, got all the slabs over here to the left, sorted in stacks. Um, we'll just sift through these. A little different format this time. Last time I did one of these tuxedo shows, it was live, but decided to do this one um, not live, but it'll still be enjoyable for many. First thing I want to show you is this is my sheet, so this is what I've been doing for maybe like 5, 6 months now. PSA or SGC. Right next to the card, I'll write the grade um, that I think it is. So, and then when they come back, I like in two different colors. I got my grade and the grade that SGC gave it. So you guys saw a few of the grades there, but just so I kind of know is the card, and this is all just my opinion. You know, I've been grading since 2010, so I have a pretty good feel of what a mint card, a gem mint card should look like. So you know, if on my sheet I had it as a 9 and SGC gives it a 10, then to me it's kind of a weak 10, if that makes sense. That's just like my opinion as a, you know, we got to look at ourselves as graders too. I think we have a lot of people that send in have a lot of experience. So that's just, you know, a little bit of a side note there. But let's get to the cards. We'll just start out with modern baseball. Oh, one last note before we do this. Let's see. This order only took about 3 weeks door to door. I think SGC got it on March 20th, and it was in my hands April 10th. So crazy. And there's about 165 cards in here. So the largest SGC to date. So this is one thing that's intriguing with SGC is the mint pluses. This is something that I've thought for a while now. Grading scales should have mint plus for sure, because there's so many times I'm looking at a card and it's kind of like a tweener. Like I don't think it's a PSA 10, but I think it's like a really strong 9. So I think this classifies them perfectly. So here's a mint plus, and I think for the most part these actually outsell PSA 9s. So that's something to look into. Um, Here's a judge. This is the base tops. Oh, one other cool thing. Let me see. Yeah, these things. So I kind of put a stronger emphasis, or cards I pull from packs, I kind of consider, I don't know, they're more privy to being put into the PC. So I bought these stickers. So for any card that I get in a pack, then I slab it. I think this is just an example, but I think this judge was in a pack. I got these EC3, Elite Code 3 stickers, so I know kind of, oh, that was pack pulled on the back there. So just kind of something. I think when you collect as long as I do, you just come up with new random ideas, but they're kind of big, but this is the sticker sheet. So that's that. Random new ideas. Here's the Acuna. This is 2018 Topps Chrome. And oh, of course, you have the chance at 10 pristines, which pristines outsell PSA 10. So just something to look at. And also, the cards come back a lot faster. So that's some of the pros with SGC. Of course, the secondary value on a PSA 10 will always outsell an SGC 10. For modern, I'm sure there might be, I don't know, vintage examples, but this is one I messed up on. See how thin that border is? I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I don't know. But this is a Mookie. So this was most likely on its way to PSA, and then I was like, oh, I'll just send it to SGC. I was thinking it was a PSA 9. It's just doesn't have the centering right to left to be gem mint, in my opinion. So that's the chrome insert to $9.99. We've got Soto. Here's the Soto. That's the base US 300 and a 10. So I mean, a lot of people don't like the label because the number is too big, and I can understand I think it's just so drastically different than the PSA label that people are used to. But I think I think when you get used to it, it's really not bad. Text is fine. Their slab, I think they have the best slab in the grading business for sure. The black, like, this is one of the best cards in the order, but look at the black on that. Look how awesome that looks. So this one was, I think I had this as a 9, and they gave it a 10. So this one might be one I'll put in the store. And again, when we're getting cards graded, the grade the grader gives it is just their opinion on that day. It's not the end all be all of any card. So, I mean, it looks really good. But to me, it's more like a 9.95. But I'm kind of tough on my cards. Here's the Rookie Cup Devers. I think these were selling for a lot in PSA 10 for a while there. But Devers Cup, this is a pack pull, so this will probably go in the PC and get the EC3 sticker. This is sick. Jordan. This is the gold one. I think these go for about 60 raw, and this one got a 10. This will definitely go in the PC, and it looks like a 10 too. So it's kind of important to me. I mean, whether it's PSA, I don't really collect Beckett, but if it's PSA or SGC, the most important thing to me is the condition matching the grade. So, you know, if it's a weak SGC 10, I'll sell it too. Here's the Soto refractor. I think this was a Beckett 9 snap out. I just wanted it in the SGC holder. This is neat. So I'm a little tougher on these. I'm a little surprised that they get 10s because there's scratching on them sometimes, but both PSA and SGC both are pretty lenient with these cards. So this is the Blue Wave with the numbering on the label, which is really cool. Here's a Bat Down. I don't think I had this as a 10 either. Yeah, it's got that white right there. I think I had this as a 9.5. This is a 10. So the Bat Down Acuna, but again, it's an opinion. I'm not mad about it. I have a couple PSA 10s with the white too, so it's the same thing, same deal. You know, that is within the. It's allowed, you know, like a small imperfection on 10s. Okay, so here's what's kind of intriguing with SGC on this modern stuff. I mean, if they deem a card, you know, essentially perfect, which that's what pristine is, then you get the gold label. And I've bashed Beckett's pristine because I just think it's based on the subgrades, and then they come up with the black label thing and the whole Joe Clemens thing. So I don't put much stock into that. I think the SGC 10 pristine, you know, the card has to be perfect. So if you see a flaw at all, then it's not really pristine. So it's just got to be perfect to be pristine. I mean, I think the gold label should be saved for just the most absolute cards with just nothing wrong with them. Here's the second one. So a second Jordan Gold. So that's awesome. And then your base Jordan. This is maybe $5 raw, and then at a 10. SGC 10, maybe 20 or 25. So, I mean, with a chance to go up, too. This is an impossible set if you guys ever grade 2011 draft paper. So, here's the Lindor 10. This was, I think I bought a lot of about 30 of these, and this was the nicest one, so I sent it in. So, you know, to attain a lot of these grades, you know, cards like this aren't very hard. Like 1 and 2 probably in a pack are probably close to a 10. But cards like some of the ones you'll see, it's kind of a grind to find copies that are as nice as that I put in this video. Robles, so this is one I had as a 9, and it came back at 10. This is the gold refractor to 50. That's nice. Another Soto. This was a Beckett 9 snap that I got for an awesome price because most people don't value, you know, BGS 9 or PSA 9 really. It's all about the 10s, I guess. But awesome card I got for a great price. I got it into the the black tux. Here's the cup. Another Devers cup. Here's a Heritage. These can be somewhat deceptive. Back bottom corner for some reason, and then top to bottom centering. Also right to left, obviously, but that's your 9.5 minute plus. So I think there's a couple. Okay, this one's the chrome, and that one's got pretty good centering there. So here's the chrome in a 9.5. Here's another bat down. This one got 9.5. I think I had this one at a 9, so pretty close to my expectation on that. Here's an Arenado. This is a 10. This is the gold, and see, I think that's too off-centered. What do you guys think? I don't know. I have seen PSA 10s like this too, though, so it must have just gotten into the limitations. Here's a Devers black. This is really cool. It's out of 67. This is the rookie cup. I bought this raw. I can't remember. No, actually, this was a Beckett 9 one that I got for a good price, and I just wanted it in the SGC holder. So that's kind of a theme with a lot of these. This is a nice one. This is pristine. The US 50 Bellinger. Here's a Soto Chrome. That's a 9. That's out of 9.99. 9 SGC. I think we've seen this one before. Modern's fun, but the stuff coming up after the modern is a lot more fun to me. Here's an Arenado update 2013. Yeah, so this is all modern baseball. I haven't been doing much modern football. Just kind of, I don't know. Bellinger. There's the US 50, Bellinger in a 10. We've got Yelich update, and that one got a 9. So here's Soto Heritage high number in a 10, and that one just looks like a 10, you know. It's pretty much 50-50 all around. Yeah, I mean that's an awesome looking card. Here's another gold Jordan. So I did good on these. I bought a bunch of these raw, and you know, somewhere in the 8.5 to 9 range, but I just kept the ones that looked like they didn't have many flaws at all. So Jordan gold. Here's a Harper Platinum refractor auto. I think this is numbered. No, it's not. That's from 2011. Acuna BCP 127 2017 and a 10. This was in one of those BGS 9.5 raw card reviews, and to take those with a grain of salt because sometimes they look like crap, but this one looked good, so I just cut it out and sent it in. So that is the Rainbow Foil Lindor update. And then the last modern card for baseball is a Moncada. This card's actually getting a little hotter. I'm selling these raw in the store for about close to $5 now, with free shipping, of course. But so there's a 10 on the Moncada, and these are can be a little tricky sometimes. That set can for sure. Let's do all right, we'll just do these. I'm gonna call this stack Ichiro and Pujols. So, but I think there's a couple Beltres in here too. Yeah, we'll just do the Beltres. Bowman Chrome Beltre. Love this card. That one got a 9. I think I had that one a little higher at 9.5, and then this one I had it at 10. So, I mean, I would put my grade for each card opinion, but it doesn't really matter because it's SGC's opinion for these. But if I can recall what I had these as, so I've been trying to get a 10 in this card for a while. This is sick. Just a base tops Ichiro, but it's something about this thin card stock. It chips a lot. Beautiful 10 in this Ichiro, so that'll go right to the PC. This one I had higher. I had this at a 9, so they must have saw something. So there's I don't know. It might be. It's probably this centering. Yeah, That's the Fleer Tradition. I actually have a box of this coming. I'm going to break that on camera for sure. Okay, this was a Beckett 9.5, so I get pretty bold with some of my snap outs, but I always try to inspect the card really good inside the slab to make sure it actually is gem mint. And this one looked pretty much perfect. The auto was a 9, so it sold for, lower. And, that auto is definitely not perfect. But I was more concerned about the actual card than the auto. So the SPX Pujols, this is a casket card to 1500 and a 10. A couple Pujolses. We got the Star Rookie and the tops traded, both 9s. They look awesome in that tux. And this is sensational. And this one I had as a 10. I don't ever put pristine because it's, I don't know. I just put 10 when I predict stuff. But this one looked perfect. So this is the EX Ichiro to 1999 in a 10 pristine. So fantastic card right there. I guess we'll do basketball. There's not that much, but here's basketball. So modern and then a little bit of LeBron. Here's Zion Optic. I think there's a couple of these. Yeah, there's a few of these. There's 3 of these. So we got the 9. And these are off-centered a lot, so I just sent in the best ones I came across. That one's off right to left. I understand how this isn't gem mint. And then the third one was a 10. It's got some smudging there. I don't know what that is, but a 10 on that one. We've got some LeBrons now. A couple Topses. And these weren't the best copies I came across. They were decent. I thought they were 8 to 9 range, so here's the tops. 2 Topses. And this card's really shot up in value too. So a couple tops. Flagship LeBrons at an 8.5. We've got the Star Rookie. This one's really jumped up. I've been touting this card for a while now, though. Little speck of white on that top right back corner. Or it's probably a 10. And these are all in perfect fits already. Here's Luka. Alright, this is in one of my PSA orders. So I had this as a 10, and I sent it into PSA, and they gave it a 9. And, PSA doesn't have the 9.5. So it's either a 9 or a 10. It's just kind of an outdated scale, in my opinion. But I snapped it, sent it in, I got a 10. Let's see. Let's do football. This will be fun. This is all just football. Here's your rookies and stars, Breeze. So this has a print run of 230. Rookie ticket Reed. And this is out of 550. And that's actually a really strong grade for this set. It's got a little white on the corners and the back there. The front's good though. This one I had a lot lower. I just thought the right to left centering wasn't that good. And I had some scratching, so I didn't really think it was a 10. But Bowman Chrome Rivers in a 10. That's the auto to 199. Let's see. I think there's a few Brady Bowmans. They didn't do all that well though. So this one got an 8. I think my expectation on these was 8.5 to 9 on both of these ones. So, and here's an 8.5. But the centering's really good on this one. Yeah, I mean it's a nice looking card for sure. So 8.5 on this one, and then here's a medallion. That's really cool. So that's a 9, and then this one I had a lot higher. I had this one as a 9.5. And it got an 8.5. It might be centering. I don't know what I missed on this one, but I might snap this one and send it to PSA. Get another opinion on it. So 8.5 on this for yeah. There's a couple older baseball cards too that I might snap. The right to left's not 50-50 for sure, but that's the Reed. There's a Calvin Johnson card. That's the X Fractor to 250 and a 10. Paramount Brady in a 10. Here's one of the best cards in the order. The Star Rookie in a 10. So Fantastic. We've got Victory. Second star rookie. And this one got a 9.5. Little smidge, right? Like the slightest. The rest of the card's pretty much perfect. Third Bowman, another 8.5. And then we've got Bowman's Best Read and a 9. Okay, I bought this one. Yeah, I bought this one because it's got that patch in it. I thought it looked cool. So 8.5 on this Urlacher SPX. And then this is a tough set. This is Prism 18. So a 9.5. This is one of the nicer ones I came across in a while. It's got Eli. That's to 350. Hot Prospects. And then this next one's really cool. I bought a lot of, I think 25, about $5 a card, and this was the nicest one I came across. So there were a lot that I thought were 9s, 9.5, but this was the nicest, so I thought it had a good chance at a 10. So the score, Derek Thomas, it's not worth a ton, but as a Chiefs fan, it's worth more to me than most people. Here's a Manning. This is the Topps Chrome Refractor and a 9. Fantastic shine on that. This is one of the bigger cards in the order for sure. This is a 9. I had this at an 8.5, so very close to my expectation on it. And this is 530 copies, I think. Upper Deck Vintage Breeze. And a 9. Another huge card. The next two are actually both huge. Ultra Brady and a 10. That's filthy. And it looks like a 10. Let's see. This is sick. This is the Rosero Manning from 98 Showcase. That's out of 250. And that got a 10. This card really looks cool in the black holder. We've got the Ultimate Collection Rivers. Okay, and then this next card is interesting because, so I thought it was a 9, mint, maybe mint plus, and I sent it to PSA, and it came back a 7, and I was just baffled by that because, I've graded these Vics for a long time. So I snapped it. I was like, it's not a 7. And I sent it to SGC. I was like, it's got to be at least a 9. I got a 9.5. It's just in good condition. There's no other way to say it. So I don't know why, but PSA hammers thick cards. But I mean, this one's nice. So it's got the Falcon wing to 250, of course, the future watch of it, and a 9.5 mint plus. So happy with that. So, I mean, guys, always keep with your instincts on these cards. Like, this one got a PSA 7, too, and I was like, it's not a 7. It's thicker, yeah, it's a thick card, but it's not in 7 condition. I was thinking 8.5, and I got an SGC 9, so it looks good in this holder, too. To Benson. Bowman's Best Moss in a 10. This is Pristine 10. Not the toughest set, but still cool to get the 10 pristine. We got Prestige Manning 9.5. Beautiful. Okay, a couple breezes coming up. Pacific. This one got a 10. This is somewhat of a more difficult set with this bottom edge. It always chips up. My dog just came down here. Hey, Sloan. I don't know why I put the dog on the camera, but there you go. Breeze EX. This is out of 1,000. This is sick. I've got LT. I think there's a couple LTs here. Yeah, we'll just show them at the same time. A couple LTs, both 10s. These were Beckett 9.5 snaps. So they were in the 9.5 holder and they looked good, so I just snapped them just to get them out of those holders. Barry, but this is the score. My elbow, people get tennis elbow. I've got slabber's elbow right now. Like, I've snapped so many cards. I've been grinding. I might be on the DL for a couple weeks. Or, I mean, I could try it with my left hand, but I'm just not very coordinated with my left hand. Here's the excitement to 250. There's also, they call it super excitement, which is kind of weird, but that's out of 25. You don't see those very often. It's got a 9.5. I think it's more like a 9, but whatever. Finest Manning at a 10. One of the more easier sets. Okay, this got a PSA 8, and I just didn't understand why, because it's mint, so I snapped that up. And if you ever buy this set, they're usually off-center pretty bad. This one's fantastic. So, the Breeze Bowman Chrome. Pacific. Breeze to 1,000. So, it's the second one of this, and this one's got a strong 9. Here's a classic card. Rookies and Stars Manning in a 10. Okay, moving on. Okay, I'll call this retro wax / cards from my childhood that I liked. Starting off with the Jeter. That's the upper deck. 9.5 on that one. You've got Bo. There might be a couple more of these, but Bo. I got some of these in packs, and then some were from lots. So I kind of did weird. Okay, let's show a couple of these. So I don't know what happened with these, but because I can usually see a card that's at least a mint card. I think they were just hammered these two. So I don't see it. That one's centered bad, but this one's really nice. So I don't know. 8 and an 8.5. Bo Jackson. 9.5. That's awesome. Future Stars. Love that. This was a PSA 9 snap out. I'd say SGC's a little tougher with the older stuff. The 60s, 70s, and maybe some of the 80s a little. 50s too. 40s I don't grade. So this one I thought was a 9.5. I don't know what happened with this. This was a centered, I thought, PSA 9 that I was going to snap out and try to get a 9 or a 9.5. But I got an 8, so we'll have to look at that one again. See what happened there. Score Frank and a 10. Here's the base Topps Frank 9.5. Beautiful. I think they're playing Baylor there. Okay. This will go into the PC. A 10. There's Bo. Then I'll probably sell the 9 and the 9.5 and just keep the 10. Bowman Griffey. This is the card. I sent 30 of these to PSA and I got like 29 PSA 9s. This will probably be a PSA 9. So 8.5 in this one. This might be my favorite. This is one of the best in the order for sure. Look at this one. This is insane. The McGuire Topps 85 and a 10. So if any collector knows, I mean, for the most part, how tough this card is. But and I was looking at this copy closely, and I think it has the qualities of a 10, so I'm going to keep it in the PC. And then this one, I think I had this at an 8.5, but the top to bottom on the back's really bad. So it got an 8. Yeah. You can just, the drastic difference between the 8 and the 10. Here's a Ripken. This is pretty good for this set. So I think they grade a little stricter on the older stuff, but I think they grade it fairly. So they're strict, but they just give the grade they think it is, you know, without any other considering anything else. Elway, 85. I had this at a 9. So 86 tops Elway and an 8.5. What else we got? Yeah, there's a Conseco. This is cool. I believe this was from one of the box sets I bought. Those back pages told me to look into tops traded sets, so I bought like 15 of them, and I pulled one of the Consecos. So that's cool. A 10 on that. That was like last fall. I still have some of those sets sitting in my office. Here's another Conseco. 9.5 on that one. So I don't know what's going on with these upper decks. The last order too, I was getting 8s and 8.5s, so I think they're really tough on this card. So if you see an SGC 10 that's centered, it's probably a really, really good example. So 8 on this one. I was thinking that was a 9. This is one of the best in the order too. Your upper deck 93 Jeter and a 10. That's sensational. '86 Fleer Huff Tape Bonds and a 10, so a couple bangers. This one looks really cool in the holder too. I feel like I say that a lot in this video. This was pack pulled about a month ago. Beautiful, newly enshrined or to be enshrined Larry Walker Bowman rookie in a 10. Fantastic. With the mustache. Tops traded. There's a few of these. A couple of, this isn't one of the tougher sets from his rookies, but a 9.5 and a 10 on these two. Love the Fleers. So a 9.5 Fleer. It's not the glossy. the back on the glossy is blue. Okay, so this is pretty good for me with the upper deck Griffies with SGC. A 9. That one looks awesome. I think I had that one at 9.5. Couple Bonds, Donrusses. Of course, these are really tough. So a couple 9.5s on the Donrusses. Okay, this is nice. Here's your Bowman Griffey in a 10. And then we struck gold again with the Donruss, so a 10 on this Donruss. Nice. Here's tops traded. We'll do this Tomei Bowman in a 9. Couple more Bonzes. So a 9 and a 9.5. There's your tops. That one's darker colored. Some of these have a little speck by the B too. I don't know what that's about. Just a printing imperfection. This is a nice one. Tops gold. Jeter and a 9.5. Centered too. I think this was a PSA 9 snap out that looked like a 10, so I thought I'd take a chance there. And top traded Griff and a 10. '86 traded and a 9 for Bonds. And a couple more. Then we're done with these. A 9.5 traded. And then this card is just random. I didn't have a stack for it, but we'll just throw it in with these. Reggie White. I had this at I think 8.5, so got an 8. Okay, so let's do vintage. Decent stack of vintage here to go through, and then we'll finish with the hockey. So keep in mind it's vintage, so the grades are a lot lower, but my expectations weren't high on a lot of these. But I will say my predicted grade on a lot of these was a little higher than what SGC gave it, so there's that. Here's a Hank. So I just try to find copies that look centered, mainly. It's kind of my thing. Centered and like no like scratches on the surface on the faces and stuff. So here's a Mantle 2.5, not terrible. That is good plus from 66. Here's a Brett. I had this at a 6, got a 5. So I think these older cards look the best in these holders. I don't know, something about the label and the card stock of these old Topps cards looks cool in these holders for some reason. We'll do this one. Pete Rose. That's the cup. Another Rose cup and a 4. This is my favorite Rose card too. Just awesome. I don't like the 63 with the floating heads. It's weird. Clemente 4. That's 65 Topps. It's really off-center, top to bottom. They don't have qualifiers either, which I actually like that. So the only thing is, if a card has like a pen mark on it, I think they dock it a lot. And I don't like buying cards with pen marks on it. This is my favorite Nolan Ryan card, the 69. I don't really like the 68 that much. Here's a 3. Mantle, 58 Topps Mantle All-Star and a 3. And then this Earl Campbell is cool. 7.5 on this Campbell. Montana, 6.5. And then this next one, I had really high expectations. I was thinking 9.5 because it was a strong PSA 9. And I don't know what happened with this. This is one of the head scratchers of the order. So this will probably be a snapper. But 8.5 on the Ripken traded. I was thinking at least this would get a 9, you know. But 8.5, so it happens. Traded. Or excuse me, this is the one with the other two dudes. So Ripken, 8.5. I actually kind of like that one. I don't know why. This one, I don't know what happened with this Fleer. I was thinking 8.5. So, and then this one's really, really cool. 9.5 on the Fleer Ripken. This might be from a pack, honestly. Here's a Hank 4 from 65 Topps. Beautiful. Banks, 65. And it's, it's got awesome centering. Look at the centering on this thing. So I'm just starting a collection of centered vintage. Doesn't really matter what it's graded. Here's a Cool Rose and a 5 from 65 Topps. Centered SGC Tux vintage. Here's a 3. So we couple 4s on the Rose Cup and then hit a nice 3. Look at the right to left on that. 65 Topps in a 6. So I'm going to, in the description of this video, I'm going to put like at what time certain cards come on so people can just skip to the section. If you don't want to watch the whole video, you can, if you're only into vintage, you can just go right to the vintage section and check these out. Here's another Ryan. So this one got a 5.5. Other one got a 3. This Rice, I had it an 8. It got a 7. It looks really strong for a 7. So 7 on that Rice. Rose in a 3, 69 Topps. This one's kind of beat up a little. It's hard for you guys to see all this, the stuff I'm seeing because I'm holding them in person. They probably look nicer than the grade. Clemente 4, that's 67 tops. 69 tops Rose in a 6. Nice one. And then a couple more. Beautiful Mano, 67 tops Mano in a 5. And then a 6. 65 tops Hank in a 6 with decent centering. So that's the vintage. We're going to close out the video with hockey. We'll start out with this Ichiro clear cut. Actually, a rookie breakout gold to 25 there in a 10. That's a tough insert from 2015 Upper Deck, his rookie year. Pasternak, Young Guns in a 10. That's fantastic. Draisaitl. This is the breakouts base 1 to 100 from the year before the Ichiro in a 10. Another pasta. And both of these pastas I had, I think I had 195 and 110. So pasta Future Watch Auto. That's sick in a 10. So kind of nice sending these all these cards together. So this is a bigger card than a lot of like the Barry Bonds Tops 87 is a $2 card. This is like a $300 card. Just send them all together, not different service levels. So Ovechkin, that is the Upper Deck 2005 Young Guns. In a 9. Austin Matthews. 2016 Young Guns in a 10. Here's a Darlene. That's an Ice Premier in a 10. That's out of 99. Upper Deck Canvas. Pedersen. Elias Pedersen. That's a 10 pristine. Connor McDavid in a 9.5. That's his classic Young Guns. Here's a Pedersen in a 10 from 2018 Upper Deck. Series 1. Patrick Waugh. That's cool. I had this at a 7.5. 6.5 tops rookie. 86, 87 tops. And then there's a couple more. Here's an Ichiro Young Guns in a 10. 2015. And then last but not least, Gretzky Tops rookie in a 5.5. Gorgeous. So that is the show. Saw a lot of cool cards. Here's the stack of slabs right here. There they are. So I will get this one uploaded. You guys let me know what you think about the order. And there's going to be some more Tux shows coming up in the next couple months. Later.